Bridging the divide between Europe and Asia and located at the periphery of the Middle East, Turkey is an up-and-coming regional power. Recently, Turkey has expressed great interest in the Gulf Cooperation Council as they announced that they were moving toward resolving the Gulf conflict and welcoming a return to diplomatic relations with Qatar at the end of their 41st session, which took place in Al Ula in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Turkey seems to have vested interests in the Gulf and the Levant despite being situated outside the region, and evidently seems to be striving toward gaining a foothold in the area. The problems which plague the Gulf are anything but few and far between and have wide reaching effects, with their consequences rippling not only across the Arab world and the Muslim world, but the world in its entirety. Today, we are joined by Turan Kislakci, president of the Turkish Arabia Media Association. He has written several books, some of them about the Arab Spring, world geography, Middle East geopolitics, international terrorism, and the history of media in the Middle East. He served as the CEO of the Impact Media Group and is a consultant for the Metaphora Media Group. He has won an array of awards, the most prolific of which are the award for the most successful internet news portal and the Medal of Courage from the Libyan national government. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us.
Alaikum salam. Salam to South Africa, to all of the friends who are listening us from the Salam radio.
Okay, so can you begin by providing us with an overview of the Gulf conflict and the blockade on Qatar, touching on the role played by Turkey in each of these?
Yeah, of course. Turkey was seeing that the blockade and Gulf conflict, it will not help both of all the countries in the Gulf, because most of them, they are friends, and if they are in conflict, or they start to blockade the Qatar, it will not solve their problems. It makes bigger problems for them. So due to this, Turkey tried to solve the problem of Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Due to this, Turkey entered this plate rule to solve the problem and became with Qatar. Why? Because Qatar was true on his things, and Saudi Arabian and Emirates made wrong things for this. Due to this, Turkey helped Qatar but tried to solve the problem between all of the friends also.
Okay, and then Turkey is a regional power and has relations with several, if not all, of the Gulf states. Relations of both an economic and a political nature. Given these, could you briefly explain why Turkey was pleased with the outcome of the 41st session of the Gulf Cooperation Council?
Yeah, Turkey was pleased. Why? Because it is important. Turkey needs to Qatar, Bahrain, Emirates, and Saudi Arabia must be friends. If they are not go together for the politics, it will make problems for them in the future, because now the world have a big problems and the region has a big problems. We see in Yemen, in Syria, there is a many problems. So due to this, Turkey needs pleased this outcome of the 41st season of the Gulf Cooperation. Turkey is very happy for this and will help. Turkey has a now relation for all of the Gulf states, with Kuwait, with Oman, with Qatar, now with Saudi Arabia, and most of the Arabic countries, you can say.
Okay, and then you've stated that the only two winners in the aftermath of a conflict among members of the Gulf Cooperation Council are Israel and the United States. Why is this the case, and why is it that time and time again, regardless of the outcome, it is the Gulf states who always draw the losing hand?
When we look at this history of the Gulf area, we see these 15 years, all time, there is two winners. One is United States, the second is Israel. Now we see the rule of Israel in Red Sea, in many countries. What are they doing? Everybody knows this. And United States, during the Trump time, they have taken much money from the Saudi Arabia. See, 400 billion dollars they have taken from Saudi Arabia. Why they have taken? Because of these problems. So due to this, from this conflict, Saudi Arabia and Israel benefit too much. And the Saudi Arab Gulf states, their goal must be to solve the problem of Syria and Yemen. If they didn't solve this problem of Syria and Yemen, it will be problems for them in future. So also the Palestinian problem, they have to be with Palestinians. But they now, because of this conflict, they stayed with Israel. This is a big problem. So due to this, I say these two countries mean that United States and Israel is winner of this conflict, from this conflict.
Okay, and now Turkey did not always play a big part in relations between the Gulf states, but has lately been becoming more and more involved in the region. Can you provide a brief history of Turkey's involvement in the Gulf and the Levant and speak to the ever-growing Turkish interest in the region?
Yeah, see here, I want to say something, Sasu. You know, many people ask why Turkey are, involvement in Gulf and Levant. As we know, Turkey have 500 years history in these places, in Gulf and Levant. So most of the people are, 90% of these places they are Muslim. So we are friends for this. Also, Turkey Turkish interest, not only for Turkish interest, also for the Gulf and Levant interest they entered, because most of the countries from the whole of the Europe countries, like Germany, French, all of them, they are involved for this. Why Turkey? Because it's near of Turkey. If there is any problem will happen here, so it is affected Turkey. So due to this, Turkey's involvement is because he has a history in these places, and he has a religious friends. 90% of people in Levant, in Gulf are Muslim, so they must be together, they must be friends to solve all the problems in the region.
And then lastly, do you believe that Turkey has the ability to make lasting impacts on the Gulf region and implement long-term change as an outside player?
Of course, Turkey have many things to do, because in Gulf region, they can work together before they have done this. And now, if the Gulf countries and Turkey work together, they can solve the problem of Yemen, problem of Syria, problem of Palestinians. Also, they can solve the problem of Red Sea, because many countries now, they want to be in power in Red Sea, from the China, from the Japan, from the United States, Israel, all of them, they want to be in power. But these places are, most of they are Muslim countries. So due to this, if Gulf countries and Turkey work together, they can solve many problems in the area. So the places will be free from terrorism. We know that all the terrorist activists in these places are from the other countries, Western countries, who want to not come democracy in these places. This is one of the problems in the area.
Thank you so much for joining us today and for that riveting discussion about the relationship between Turkey and the Gulf states.
Not at all. Thanks to Salam Radio. Thank you very much.
That was Turan Kislakci, president of the Turkish Arabia Media Association, talking to us about the ever-growing Turkish interest in the Gulf region of the Middle East following the 41st session of the Gulf Cooperation Council.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.